Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, this is a self-reflection reading for Sagittarius. Now, this is a collective reading, so it won't resonate for everybody. Now, the idea behind a self-reflection reading is every now and then some of us need to do a bit of inner healing work, and some of us get a bit stuck on what we need to heal on. So the idea is to try and give Sagittarius a bit of guidance on what they might need to be doing some inner healing work on at the moment. So today is the 7th of May. Not June. 7th of June. Hopefully whenever this falls into your feed is whenever it should be relevant for yourself. Let's get into it. So this is likely to include your past, present and future because it is a self-reflection reading. Okay. So Spirit, can we get some cards for Sagittarius's current self-reflection journey? Okay, I'm going to get High Priestess jumping out straight away. Can we get some cards for Sagittarius, its current self-reflection? Okay, so your overall energy for the reading is the 8 of Wands, which is suggesting that you are currently fast-paced moving forward on something. So whether that is just generally communicating something or communication's going very fast for you, maybe you're moving towards something. The 8 of Wands can also suggest potentially moving as well. It's usually a lot of good news potentially, or just news in general. Things moving forward in energy with powerful intentions. So it does look as though you're trying to do things with you've got a bit of power behind them, whether you're moving or moved or you want to move, or you want to do some communicating. It does look as though you are in that energy of moving forward. Now, the way that you are currently talking to yourself, we have this High Priestess in the reverse. Now, the High Priestess, when she's in the reverse, is somebody that is lacking some intuition. They're not able to really, it's like you're not accessing information properly. You might be feeling like you don't know what's going on potentially. You've got a lack of faith. You're out of harmony with yourself as such. So it's like you don't trust your own intuition. You're telling yourself it's not really working. You can't trust it. You're also potentially avoiding unresolved emotional issues as well. And you could be being really negative about it and talking to yourself about potentially things that you've not really resolved. It's a bit being a bit superficial with yourself as well. It's like you're just kind of telling yourself that you don't really know what's going on as such. The High Priestess, when she's in the upright, she's extremely knowledgeable. She knows a lot of stuff that's going on. She's quite good at planning and she's good at manifesting things, and she's who you would go to find things out from. But when she's in the reverse, it's suggesting that you're telling yourself you don't know anything. Maybe you might even have a bit of imposter syndrome going on there. Potentially telling yourself that that you're not good enough, maybe that you don't know what you're doing properly. But let's get some clarification on that as well. Can we get some clarification on this High Priestess in the reverse, please, Spirit? Okay, so we've got the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse, and also the Sun card in the reverse, to clarify that High Priestess in the reverse. So that is suggesting that you may have been in some conflict recently, and it's like you resolved them as such, but you're still in. It's like, yeah, it's more of a mental conflict, not so much a conflict outside. And it's like even though you might have resolved the conflict on the inside, it's like it's still a bit of a challenge. Now you've got the Page of Cups as well, who doesn't really communicate very well with themselves. He doesn't really pay attention. He's got no intuition. He's emotionally closed off as well. So again, that could potentially be why you keep telling yourself you've got no intuition, because if you're emotionally closed off, you're not using that part of your intuition to help you see what's in front of you. And you've got the Sun card in the reverse, which is suggesting that you're telling yourself that you're not happy, or you're not going to be happy, or that it's going to take a long time to be happy, because the Sun card is that happiness delayed as such. It's also a lack of clarity. You're blinded from the truth. So yeah, it literally looks as though you could be literally arguing with yourself. Sometimes you might be feeling that actually you're stopping the arguing. You're not paying attention to things very well, and you've just got a general lack of clarity, and you don't feel like you're going to be happy, and that's what you're telling yourself all the time. You're telling yourself, okay, yeah, things might be looking all right, but you're not paying attention, and you're not going to be happy, and you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know. Again, it's that whole not knowing things, that lack of clarity. Now, in the what are you hiding from yourself? We've got the Five of Cups. So that is suggesting that you were feeling a bit sorrowful about something, or a bit of regret, a bit of guilt potentially. You know that you haven't lost everything, but you are feeling guilty over something, and it is causing you, well, you're ashamed about whatever it is that you're feeling guilty about, and you're potentially feeling guilty. Let's get some clarification on what that could be. Spirit, can we clarify this Five of Cups, please? I mean, would assume it's about whatever it is you feel you don't know about. I mean, it can also suggest that you feel that you've got a shortage of things. So again, whether that is to do with whether you've got you're lacking knowledge potentially, or whether you're lacking information. I suppose that's knowledge in the end of the day, but it, different could be applied for different things. Okay, so that Five of Cups then is being clarified by the World card in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords in the upright. So what you are potentially feeling guilty about is, what the World card in the reverse is that you're not able to complete something. You feel like an outsider. So again, this could be that imposter syndrome that I was saying about earlier. Maybe if you have got imposter syndrome, you feel like an outsider. You don't feel worthy of something. You've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse, who is somebody that can be a bit jealous. Sometimes with imposter syndrome, you can feel jealous of other people because you think, why can't I have that? Why am I not good enough for that? But it also suggests that the Queen of Wands is also somebody that could be a bit self-indulgent and possibly a bit vindictive. So maybe you've done something you're not proud of, and you could be feeling a bit ashamed about it. That could be contributing to this as well, towards that guilt. And then we've got the King of Swords, who is somebody that is very intellectual, and they've got high standards and great communication. So whatever it is, it looks as though you're feeling guilty about something that you haven't closed out properly, but it's like you're communicating it amazingly, you know, but it's also taking a tactical approach to things. So it's like you're scared to approach something because you feel that it's like you don't feel like you've not got the confidence to do it. It's that whole imposter syndrome, feeling left out, feeling like you don't belong, kind of thing. And that King of Swords is there. I mean, he wants to take a tactical approach to it, but it's like you're feeling that you can't. So you're feeling, it's like you're fearing taking approaching something because you're so blocked from the shame of feeling like you don't know enough and that you're not the right person for it. So whether this is something to do with work or whether this is a romance situation, it's like you don't feel that you're good enough and you feel like a complete outsider and imposter. So what you've got or what you've currently got around you that you can heal from. So you've got this 8 of Cups. So that 8 of Cups to help you heal is something. It's where it's like walking away from something, changing the direction that you were going in, releasing the past to move forward as such. It's literally like going on a journey. Now, this particular person that's going on a journey, if you have a look, you've got your 5 of Cups there. She's got 2 of her cups knocked over and she's got a brand new cup in her hand. So she's starting something new. You've got the traditional walking away in the background there. But yeah, she's picked up 1 cup. She wants to go back to an Ace of Cups. She's starting from fresh. Okay, and that is suggesting that, you know, what you need to do to heal is look at it, you know, learn from the past, walk away from that past and move forward. So let's get some clarification on this. So assumedly this is something to do with, you know, something that's happened to you in the past. Because again, it can be a bit of a rejection or a restart. You know, it might even be that you need to change direction. So if you feel like you're an imposter in something, do something else, potentially. But let's get some clarification on that. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 7 of Cups in the upright, and the Magician in the upright. Okay, so that 3 of Cups in the reverse then is suggesting that, sorry, the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse is suggesting that you don't want to work with others. Okay, so where you might have been working on something with other people previously, it's now turned to stop it as such. This is a lack of collaboration. Okay, so it's walking away from that, walking away from collaborating with people as such. Now the 7 of Cups is you having a lot of choices, so you can do whatever you want. You can pick something completely different, something new. You've got a lot of choices that you can do. And we've also got the Magician, which is suggesting that, again, the Magician is somebody with a lot of confidence. So this is just, if you don't know something and you're feeling a lack of confidence, you know, have confidence to move forward and pick something from your choice, because you've got a lot of options that are there. You've got a lot of choices that you can make. You can pick whatever you want, and that Magician there is suggesting that he'll help you manifest it. You know, he is the master manifester. He is capable, he's talented, he's got the drive and the focus to do anything he wants. He will make magic happen. And he's very active with doing that. He'll basically, whatever you choose from out of those 7 of Cups, whatever you choose from those choices, he's going to make it happen for you. Okay. Obviously you need to be that Magician to make it happen for yourself. You need to have that confidence and the drive to make it work for you. But this is suggesting that you stop collaborating with whoever you're collaborating with and walk, you know, move on from them. So that could be that could be a number of types of collaborations, whether it's a partnership, whether it is a work commitment as such. Maybe it's a team and you need to move on from that team and move to something new. It could be any number of things. Right, so we also have the Justice card in the reverse then for what you need to let go of. Now that Justice card is suggesting that truth's being obscured, okay? You're not able to make a decision properly on something because you haven't got all of the information. So that is suggesting let go of the need to have the clarity and that information. So where you've got all this imposter syndrome going on down the bottom and it's telling you don't know enough, this is saying forget about that. You don't need it. You know, you don't need all the information there to make a decision. You can just let go of it and do it in your own way. You know, you yes, there might be hidden influences and, you know, and there might be hidden truths going on, but it's suggesting release it. It doesn't matter. You don't need it. As such, you can make decisions based on what information you do have. You don't need to worry about what you don't know. Let's get some clarification on that. Now, that can also suggest that there might also be a legal decision that might possibly not go your way, but you shouldn't dwell on it. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles there, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So this is suggesting a new opportunity in abundance, so potentially a new job. You've got the Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, which is miscommunication, a lack of clarity again. And then we've also got that Seven of Pentacles, which is you waiting around for things that you've already started to come to fruition. So this is what it's suggesting letting go. Okay, so if it's something where you're expecting, maybe you've started a brand new job and you're hoping that it comes brilliantly into fruition, but you've not got full clarity on the situation, this is suggesting, you know, let it go. It's stop waiting, stop hoping that it's going to be, you're going to get what you, I know it's horrible to say, stop hoping for to get what you want. Stop waiting around for it, and just, yeah, stop waiting as such. If you've not got the clarity and you've not got the information you need, then look for something else as such. Move forward, release whatever it is you've not got that clarity on, and stop waiting for things to come to you. Stop waiting for it. Yes, you might have put in a lot of time and effort and money and investment of you and, you know, a lot of other things into whatever this is, but it's like you need to kind of cut your losses and start something new. Now, I've got no idea what any of this is, so I'm not telling you to cut all your losses. I'm just reading what the cards are saying on there. I don't know what situation each of you are going through, so I'm not telling you to quit your job and find a new one. I'm not telling you to get out of a relationship and find a new one. This can also be a state of mind, so it doesn't have to be a job or a relationship or anything like that. It can literally be that you need to stop wanting a lot of truth. You might be lying to yourself about something. You're waiting for plans that you may have made to come to fruition, but you've not really done much to start it, or, you know, you've started on something new. You've started making plans on something in your head, but you haven't got all of the clarity and all of the knowledge to develop it, to do what you need to. So it's not really going the right way for you. Now, what we've got in the outcome is that it's suggesting you embrace a 10 of Wands. Now, that is a burden card. It doesn't have to be a full burden though, because it can also be somebody that's sharing his load. Now this one, he's put down his burden, okay? So it is suggesting that you're putting down that burden. He's only got the one wand left, or he's put all the others on the floor, so he's ready to start something new. So this is suggesting to me that you embrace a new start. You know, you've already had the overload, and it's suggesting ending that cycle and embracing something new. So let's get clarification on that 10 of Wands, please, Spirit. So embracing something that you're passionate about, not necessarily something that would give you abundance. I think that's what it is, you know. I think you've probably looking at something, or if this is a job, you've probably looked at something or started a job maybe that has got a lot of money towards it, but you're not passionate about it, so you don't really feel like you know enough about it, where this is suggesting that you know, stop worrying about money as such and do something that you're passionate about. Yeah, we've got a 2 of Cups there, which is okay. Yes, it can be a new relationship, or it can be a union, but it could also be a partnership in business as such. You have got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, which is, I say, about starting something new. That's pretty much telling you not to start something new. It's a missed opportunity. Potentially that you're lacking the adventure and excitement. Maybe that I suppose maybe it could very much be that you need to stop wanting so much adventure and excitement, and, you know, not necessarily embrace the mundane, but calm it down. If it's something where you're a very passionate person, it might just mean that you need to calm it down slightly and, you know, embrace some help. You can't quite do everything on your own. And we also have that Justice card as well. And the Justice card is suggesting that, you know, you will get clarity. And yeah, it's suggesting embracing your intellect, your logic, fairness, decision making, and balance. Potentially embracing a new partnership. Not necessarily looking for something quite as exciting as what you may have done. So maybe embracing something a little less passionately than you probably would have done. Again, this is suggesting embrace a burden. But I suppose it's one of those. It might be more of, you might have thought it was a burden previously. If it's something where you're somebody that has a massive lust for life, you like to go and do extreme sports, you know, jumping out of aeroplanes, bungee jumping, you know, you might look at being somebody that stays at home as being something that is boring and a burden. But it might be that you might necessarily need to embrace a little bit of a burden to get the happiness that you're craving, because it could be very well, you know, it could very well be that you're sitting there telling yourself you haven't got the right kind, you're not the type of person that can have a relationship, because you like to, it's not something you know about. Maybe you've been single for a long time, enjoying the single life, and, you know, it's telling you, okay, yeah, so you're telling yourself constantly you don't know what's going on, you don't know enough about relationships, so you can't have one. You feel like an outsider because all of your friends are in happy relationships maybe, and then what you need to do to deal with that is you need to, you know, release some of that past, release some of this adventure seeking that you've got. You know, forget about the fact that you might not know what's going on, and what you want to do is have, you know, an abundant start with something new and exciting. You know, embrace it a little bit of boring, and you'll actually find that you might meet somebody and have a happy union, and you'll know what you're doing, and you'll have the balance that you want, because It's not going to be boring. It's got its own excitement in its own way. It's just not necessarily an extreme sport. You know, it could be that your person might be just as enthusiastic, but I mean, raising a family can be exciting. Getting into a relationship can be exciting. It's just a different type of excitement. So potentially that's what it's suggesting, that, embrace something that you're not as quite as passionate about, but you'll still have, you're going to know exactly what you're doing. You just think that you don't. Okay. So yeah, I hope that has helped some Sagittariuses out there. I am also going to pull an Angels of Light card as well for you to see if there's any further information that Spirit would like to relay. Spirit, can we get an Angels of Light card, please, for Sagittarius? How many did it chuck out? Okay, we've got 2. So we've got cooperation and aspiration. So the cooperation one says, angel wisdom suggests that you use your skills and talents for the common good. Eliminate power struggles, conflict and competition, which come from ego and desire to win. Cooperation for the highest good promotes harmony and togetherness and draws the best from everyone. Make it your aim that everyone has a sense of satisfaction from work done. Then you become a spreader of goodwill and harmony. Your angel guidance is to bring people together and explore how you can mutually assist each other. Your attitude of sharing will ensure that you benefit in your turn, for the angels will bless your endeavours. And your affirmation, I cooperate with everyone. And then for aspiration, it's time to set your sights higher. If you're settling for the mediocre, aim for the superb. Stretch yourself to fulfill all your potential and hold mighty visions. Find the wisdom within you which enables you to aspire to the great and glorious. Then expand your comfort zone so that you can explore your dreams. The angels guide you never to settle for less than your incredible human spirit can achieve or deserve. Ask for help from the angels and they will guide and inspire you to raise your consciousness and live at a higher level. Let your spirit soar and aim for the divine. Affirmation, I aspire to the great and glorious. Now, when I was suggesting about embracing a little bit of the mundane, I wasn't suggesting that you settle for mediocre, just that you curb your passion slightly, because it's expanding out of your comfort zone, doing where you think that you're not, you've not got the knowledge to do something. Expanding out of your comfort zone is going outside of where you think that your knowledge goes to and doing something, that not necessarily excites you, but something that you might be a little bit fearful of, a little bit scared of, because you don't know about it very well. But yeah, so yeah, get out your comfort zone and stop telling yourself you don't know enough. Stop having that fear. Yeah. So that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I hope that has helped some of you in what you might need to reflect on. Good luck in your self-reflection, and thank you for joining me.